2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, a pretty equal matchup tonight. They're hoping to grab a road win, a yardstick game as they try to reach that next level. And tonight, we get to see Dwight Howard suit up, cape and all.
Superman
is in the building. A somewhat polarizing figure at times. Shaq, in your mind, is he a future Hall of Famer?
8-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Close call. He may get it. I don't know.
Very non-committal.
But you know why? You know why? Because the first half of his career was dominant.
Oh, yeah. And you said no doubt.
No doubt this guy is going to change the game. And then all of a sudden, halfway through his career, he changed his game and hasn't really improved as much as we might have thought. So I agree with Shaq. A lot of hefty numbers in his first 8 years.
That'll be a close call. Again, how do you see it, Shaq? That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. The 76ers hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Otto Porter still injured. They're counting the days until he returns.
Boy, what a tough break for this team. I mean, his injury is going to cost him the regular season, and it looks like he won't be able to be available for the playoffs either.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, John Wall was the #1 overall pick in 2010, but he still thinks he's got a lot left to prove. Now, a bone spur in his knee held him back for several years. He's gotten the surgery now, and he says some people get their success early. Some get theirs late. I feel like my time is just beginning. Kevin?
Certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. Chris, looking at the year so far, teams that made big changes in the offseason starting to develop now some chemistry.
Well, it takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where a great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, we say chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand your players and what they like, where to get them the ball, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling because now you feel like, okay, guys, we've gotten through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. Right. We have an identity. Let's go out and be us.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. And it's Green in at the small forward.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on fault squad and you're going to regret it.
Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. And Saric kicks to Covington. Pass to Fultz. Right side, Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Beal. And the pass to Wall. Back to Beal. He kicks it to Howard. Nice ball movement by Washington. Now here's Wall. Not a lot of room. There's Beal with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
As lethal as they come from distance, Beal's outside shot is a thing of beauty to watch.
Redick passes to Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Sharch dishes to Fultz.
You love the defensive effort. Morris giving every ounce of energy he has to throw shooters off.
Green kicks to Wall. Pass to Beal. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here is Muscala. 9 points last game out.
High percentage looking tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Washington leading now by 7. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Wall kicks to Howard. There's Beal with the 3. Washington with the fresh shot clock. Morris outside. Beal deciding where to go with it. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Beal's got 9.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, and we've watched Beal take major steps forward in this game. I mean, think about this, especially with creating off the bounce for himself and for others.
And let's see some of the numbers on John Wall. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Outside, Green. Outside, Wall. There's Beal with the 3. Sharch grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 10. Fultz with the ball. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got his second basket of the night.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. You take a look at the 76ers. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And checking out Washington, a game behind.
And I think for the 76ers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Here's Covington following the basket by Markieff Morris. And Redick kicks to Muscala. Beal against Redick. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Wizards leading by 8. Now here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. And what a quick rise to the top has been for John Wall. He was drafted #1 overall, the 6th fastest player ever to reach 2,000 points and 1,000 assists.
And that one falls for Wall. And with so many great point guards in this league, sometimes John Wall doesn't get all the credit he deserves.
And it all comes back to winning. Stats alone aren't enough. Once Wall gets that first ring, the conversation will change.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, you know he's had to deal with some major injuries over the course of his career, but Wall never loses the drive to succeed. And his touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Well, look, an outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper who feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Wall finds Beal. Here is Howard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
The Wizards with another miss.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Pass to Covington. Buries it down low. Covington's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, what confidence from the rangy swing man. I mean, he knows what it takes to convert from there.
Beal against Redick. It's stolen by Muscala. Got a piece of it. Faults the pass to Redick. Misses the three. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets and go right back into their shell.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
And that one falls for John Wall. And John Wall is such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
And so John Wall nails both of them. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, Greg, they just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded, and you may have to take the family with you. So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization, is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you badly.
Good insight. And Chris, with the way the 76ers have taken huge steps forward, what should the expectations be for this team the next few years?
I wouldn't be surprised, Kev, if they were competing for a title in a few seasons. I mean, they have a very flexible cap to improve their roster, and anything less than that, I think, should be viewed as a disappointment.
Now Mahimi, Wilson Chandler missing from long range. The steal, and now Philadelphia on the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Washington's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Outside, Wall. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Korkmaz. It's good from long range. Korkmaz has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Here's Wall. Sinks that one from the post. Wall's got it all tied up now for Washington.
Yeah, Kevin, it's all about his length, his explosiveness. Wall is one of the best point guards in this league when you talk about finishing in traffic.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
But I'll tell you, the Wizards just keep knocking on the door. They've assembled some good talent, but they haven't come together as a complete unit. I don't like their chemistry. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more on the leadership side.
Saransky's checked in for Washington. Now, here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Milton, he's guarded by Rivers. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Johnson lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the 76ers lead by 2. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. It's Rivers on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Rivers kicks to Mahimi. A baseline J. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And for the Wizards, and you look at their history, 1979 was the last time they appeared in an NBA Finals.
Well, they lost to Seattle in that series, and the year before that, they won their only NBA championship, piece to Wes Unseld. But this current team is young. They have some talent. The future seems bright.
And here is Satoransky. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go. Rivers looking over the floor. Here's Mahimi. Passes it to Satoransky. Knocked loose. Here's Korkmaz. Down low. Milton. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Milton. Washington with the rebound. 1:31 left to play here in the first. And here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. Satoransky gets the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Milton, he's guarded by Rivers. Kicks to Chandler. Johnson down low. Mahimi on him. Pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Oubre can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now, here's Satoransky. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. One-on-one fast break. Here's Korkmaz. Satoransky covering. Chandler goes in. Here's Johnson. Can't get it to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age. But his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
It helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
So on the floor for Washington, Luke Babbitt is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Oubre, and it's Rivers, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his first foul.
Well, you know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Now, Satoransky. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Rivers. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Rivers has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, C-Web, every player wants to play in a system where what they do best is always highlighted. It brings out their strong points. What are some of the plays or actions that best suited your skills when you play?
One of the things that I needed was a great point guard. So whether it was Rod Strickland, whether it was Avery Johnson in Golden State, of course my man Jay Will, and that was guys that could get me the ball, that would trust, that would throw it up. Also, then that I could handle the ball, draw a double team, and get it out to them, and they could knock down the shot. Having a great shooter like Apasia would allow me to grab a double team and to look for him on the opposite side. So I needed teams that had great ball movement, that had players that could knock down the open shot, and then a team that could run would allow me to push the break or allow me to fill in the break and kind of do everything. Teams that would allow me to be positionless and not just be rigid or old in their ways and say we play old traditional basketball that doesn't allow anyone to flourish with what they've been working on in the offseason.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
When you're open, Bill will find you outstanding at working the ball over to the open man.
McConnell finds Chandler. Shoots over Beal. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Fultz, no good. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. The dish to Rivers. Pass to Satoransky. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 5. Over Šarić. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
The 76ers trail by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. On the wing, Chandler. Covered by Oubre. The shot by Sharch, no good. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Satoransky. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Wizards lead by 5.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Here's Sharch. Goes back up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Muscala, he's checked in for Johnson. Robert Covington comes in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls from Saric. Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
But it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Muscala dishes to Saric. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Saric nails them both.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Right side, Wall. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wall's got 11 points.
You look at Wall, you see that? There's no fear in his eyes, even when the shot clock is low.
That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the 76ers.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Saric passes to Covington. Six to shoot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Wizards leading by 3. And Wall kicks to Beal. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's got 9 points on three-pointers in the first quarter, but still looking for his first 3 of the second.
Fultz dishes to Saric. The pass to Covington. 76ers moving the ball around. And they pick up 2. And it's now only a 1-point Washington lead.
Oh, you can't let Saric get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
Howard finds Beal. Drills the three-pointer. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Redick passes to Muscala. Fultz with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the balance Fultz have, terrific at taking the contact and finding a way to finish.
And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
And the free throw, no good.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
Now here's Wall. He's got 11. Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Fultz kicks to Redick. Green with the block. Out to the right wing. Here's Wall. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Now here's Fultz, covered by Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
I love when Fultz gets a step on the defense. Once he does, he dares them to foul him.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Outside, Green to the middle. Morris dishes the Wall. Out to Morris from past the arc. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Šarić. He dishes it to Covington. Pass to Muscala. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. 5th is Dwight Howard.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
First one falls for him.
Well, I just like the all-around game Sark possesses. I mean, it translates well this day and age. He's a big man who can do it all. Score, pass, rebound, defend. He's tough.
Šarić nails them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Wizards leading by 5. And here's Wall. 11 points in the game. Outside, Beal. He kicks it to Green. Morris, left side. 5 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. generally you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now here's Fultz. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Šarić. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Covington against Beal. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Now here's Redick following the missed shot by Dario Šarić. A second chance effort. The shot by Redick, no good. Wizards leading by 5. And stolen by Redick. With the teardrop. Rebound, Washington. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
Timeout called the 76ers. Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. Luke Babbitt comes in for Markieff Morris.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Beal. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 20 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days. You can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Milton covered by Wall. Chandler scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. And Philadelphia has possession. Jeff Green missing his last shot. And Muscala kicks to Korkmaz. With some arc and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up for Philadelphia. They have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. And some changes here for the 76ers. Johnson comes in for Mike Muscala. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Robert Covington. And then for Washington, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Green. Austin Rivers comes in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. He hits both from the stripe. 1:09 left in the second quarter. Now here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Now Oubre. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's McConnell. 8-point game. Here's Korkmaz. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Korkmaz has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Out to the wing. Oubre, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Korkmaz. Off with the layup. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. John, the shot is working for you, maybe more than the drive tonight.
Oh, I'm just trying to do whatever defense give me. They're giving me my jump shot right now, and I'm in a good rhythm. And you see if they help me, I'm looking to pass my teammates. I'm not going to try to force the issue. If I got the shot, I got to take, I'm going to do it. I know my team need me to do more tonight, and that's what I want to do. If I want to be a match player and franchise player, I got to take my team along with me. That's what I'm trying to do.
Got to make them pay if they go under. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points and 5 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long, Ernie. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Mike Muscala out there with Saric. And it's Fultz in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018, a top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
The 76ers trail by 8. Fultz the pass to Redick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fultz kicks to Redick. That three off the mark. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Now Fultz, after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go. Muscala hits the bucket.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
From deep, Wall, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Philadelphia's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Ball's knocked loose. And Muscala kicks to Redick. From the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, I mean, the main weapon in Redick's arsenal, he's out here to shoot it from deep, and he does that well.
Here's Wall. No good.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Redick finds Covington. Rebound, Washington. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's Beal with the 3. Offensive rebound. It's Beal on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. And there's the feed to Fultz. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Beal on the double team. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Second is Dwight Howard.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yeah, Greg, this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
Now here's Beal. He's got 16, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Muscala. Over in the corner, Fultz. Over Wall. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Fultz. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as much as 10, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, he gets in the good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Sharch dishes to Covington. Outside, Redick. It's tipped and stolen by Howard. Green taking his time here. Kicks the Wall. The pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Back to Wall. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Sharch. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Sharch has got 13.
Well, you got to respect the interior game of Sark. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
Wall passes to Beal. Left side, Wall. It's stolen by Muscala. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. Covington against Green. Covington kicks to Redick. 6 on the shot clock. Over Howard. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Redick.
Look, don't let Redick find his rhythm. If you do, you're done for. He can get hot in a hurry.
Wall draws the double. Washington again turning it over.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for Dwight Howard. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 5th in rebounding, 6th in shooting percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're moving.
Rivers, he's checked in for Green. Now here's Rivers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Howard kicks to Rivers. They double team Beal. It's deflected. They get it back. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Redick. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
You know, C-Webb, J.J. Redick has just continued to age well. He's a fantastic player now into his 30s.
Well, Redick keeps adding to his game, but the shooting never changes. He's shot well over 40 from deep for his career. Redick is a player who doesn't rely on his burst or his first step to score. I mean, he can keep playing like this for a long time.
One shot, behind the legs.
That one drops. He ties it up. Washington's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Satoransky with it, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Beal from long range. Can't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. To the inside. Outside for Redick. Pass to Fultz. Over Rivers. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Washington shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Satoransky, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now, here's McConnell. He's got 5. Chandler outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Chandler's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Wizards trail by 3. Here's Satoransky. Pass to Oubre. Washington again turning it over.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-7 run. Chandler outside. Passes it to Korkmaz. Clock at 6. The shot by Chandler wide open. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And a look here at the shot chart for Chandler.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Satoransky, the pass to Oubre. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And Washington making a change here. Morris is checked in. He kicks it to Oubre. Now here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. 3 on the clock. The tray. Rivers can't get it to go. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Now here's Satoransky. D right on him. Now the pass to Korkmaz.
2 shots, John.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Good on the second free throw. Washington calls timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers. All right, a chance to look at some stats for Rivers. How last month turned out for him. He's getting around 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
Out to Morris. The Wizards working the ball around now. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. To stop the drought. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's McConnell. He's got 5. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now Satoransky. To the middle. Howard against Johnson. Pass to Rivers. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Now, here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. Great open look there. And 11 points for Wilson Chandler.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pass to Morris. Oubre kicks to Satoransky. Takes the 13-footer, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
The 76ers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Passes it to Chandler. Back to Redick. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Now the range of Redick is insane. He's at ease pulling the trigger from way, way outside.
Now here's Satoransky. He's covered by McConnell. Oubre passes to Rivers. Back to Oubre. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now here's Chandler. He's got 11. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Now Now here's Oubre. He's covered closely, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. While we have a moment, let's now take a look at the top shot blockers in the NBA. The 4th spot held by Dwight Howard.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Off the inbound pass. The pass to Oubre.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half, doing a much better job.
Here's Redick trying to get open as Johnson uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's 23 points for J.J. Redick. Wizards trail by 7. Satoransky with it. Oubre kicks to Morris. Back to Oubre. Now here's Rivers. Clock at 4. Dishes it to Morris. The three-pointer, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Korkmaz. Chandler trying to free himself up. Korkmaz, no good. Washington shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Satoransky. Here's Oubre. Offensive rebound.
What about the persistence of Howard? Refusing to give up on the glass. He gets rewarded for his hustle.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
The third quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 8. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. Satoransky there with Rivers. Then there's Howard. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Green in at the 4. Knocked loose. Oubre kicks to Rivers. The 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the 76ers. John Wall's checked in for Washington. And Washington has possession. 11-point game. Kicks it to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You think about his career. He's been a dominant presence for so many years. That's Dwight Howard. He came into the league right out of high school, played all 82 games, and played well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. And C-Webb, you know, so many people talk about Howard's injuries, but he played in all 82 games in each of his first 4 seasons in the league.
Well, yeah, that's how you get the nickname Superman. He's looked invincible. Look at the way he's built, like a brick wall. Few guys have ever been that strong and that athletic.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, free throwing was never the strength of Howard's game.
Redick for 3. Rebound, Washington. To the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Sharch has checked in for Philadelphia. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. Here's Green. Got a hand on it.
What timing on the rejection. Sorry, not just accomplished on offense, but a remarkable defender as well.
Covington kicks to McConnell. Sharch finds McConnell, and that one drops. And the 76ers lead by 12.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
And here's Wall outside. Rebound by Muscala. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It's Muscala, top of the key. Sharch against Green. The shot by Sharch, no good. Wizards have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Oubre, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. The 76ers leading by 10. McConnell kicks to Covington. Sinks the triple.
Can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Redick. Pass to Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Covington, covered by Oubre. Pass to Muscala. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for T.J. McConnell. Wizards trail by 16. And Wall kicks to Howard. Redick against Beal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
And that one misses.
And did you see the maturation of Beal over time? I mean, I noticed it. He added more wrinkles and dimensions to his game. He's an impressive 2-guard.
And the second free throw, good. And Philadelphia has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Fultz the pass to Covington. He kicks it to Sharch. Washington with the rebound. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Now here's Oubre, defended by Covington. It's Beal on the wing. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Beal's got 19 points.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to a science.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Wall. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards trail by 13. Passes it to Howard. There's Beal with the three. Redick with the rebound.
After a monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Muscala gets the bucket.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny and take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
It's Wall with the drive. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Washington with the ball, and Wall kicks to Oubre. Here's Howard, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Feeds to Covington. Back to Fultz. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Wizards trail by 15. And here's Wall. Here's Oubre. And again, Washington no good.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
An experienced player. Redick is used to getting hit when he's taking the strong side.
Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well.
Right.
Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Great perspective on that topic. Here's Beal, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Redick passes to Fultz. Poked away. Oubre with the steal. And now Wall running the floor all by himself.
Speed, the precision of Wall. It's just electrifying. Exceptional at knifing into the D and forcing them to foul it.
You know, you can see why some scouts fell in love with Kelly Oubre. Great athlete with tremendous length.
He has over a 7-foot wingspan, which helps him defensively and on the glass. And there's still a lot of upside in this young fella.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so John Wall nails both of them. And Philadelphia has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Fultz kicks to Muscala. A 3-ball. The shot by Redick, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Wall, guarded by Fultz. Beal against Redick. 5 on the clock. Baseline try. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
The feed to Fultz. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 16.
And the talent Fultz has, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
Beal with it, now guarded by Redick. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on J.J. Redick.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Morris is checked in for Washington. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Fultz the pass to Šarić. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
One shot.
And that one falls from Šarić. Now Wall. And the pass to Howard. Wizards passing it around. He gets that one. Howard's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Now here's Covington. Defense right on him. Doubled by Howard. And Redick kicks to Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards trail by 15. To the inside. Wall slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Look at the edge Wall plays with. I love it. When he gets hit, he still remains calm and steady and focuses and knocks the shot down.
Šarić has the open look. The three-pointer is right on target. Šarić has got 19 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Howard can't hit. The 76ers leading by 16. Fultz with the ball. Muscala dishes to Covington. Redick surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. Misses off the left iron.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job on him.
Now here's Oubre. Defended by Covington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Morris inside, covered by Šarić. Morris with the bucket.
You better respect how crafty Morris is. When he's deep inside, the defense is toast. I mean, even when they have a hand up.
Here's Muscala. Good D by Howard.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Outside, Beal. Morris finds Beal. And he's good on the 3-ball. Beal's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His three-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
And the Wizards making a change here. Green's checked in. Now here's Fultz. They get a hand on it. Inside. Saric right side. Over Morris. That shot no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Left side, Wall. Shoots over Covington. And that one hits back iron. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Mike Muscala. At the line for 2.
That's good from Muscala. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
It's Beal on the wing. No good on the 3. The 76ers leading by 13. Pass to Fultz. Wall with some nice defense.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Back to Beal. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, he's a go-to scorer. Once Beal starts to heat up, you better watch out.
Here's Muscala. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Muscala's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
It's Wall with the drive. That one goes in.
How about that amazing focus from Wall? Even when the D was roughing him up, he was still attacking the basket, keeping his eyes up.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses for Wall. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Covington passes to Fultz. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Wizards trail by 10. And here's Wall outside. Rebounded by Covington. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for J.J. Redick.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Philadelphia, Markelle Fultz. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That stretches their lead to 8.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Washington calls timeout. They're down by 8. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, J.J. Redick.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. .43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 7-foot shot. That shot off the mark. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Fultz kicks to Saric. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. From 13. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
So it's Washington now, trailing here by 8. Here's McConnell. So Philadelphia wins it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.